The Todd Gurley story has a lot of different elements. Let me first say that Gurley was wrong to accept money for autographs, even though it is his autograph, and if anyone is going to profit off of his name, it should be Todd Gurley. However, right now at least, it's against the rules of the NCAA, so therefore Gurley is at the top of the list in the blame game. However, something came out of the story last week that really shows what we all need to know about what's wrong with the NCAA. It was learned that the University of Georgia had a number 3 jersey, which is Gurley's number, on sale at the university's bookstore and on the website for the bookstore. Now, I'm not certain of the exact price, but I was told that it was over $100. That's the university's money. Gurley doesn't get a dime of it. Put yourself in Gurley's shoes. If you're a star and you're number 3 and you walk in that bookstore and see your jersey, even though your name's not on it, but everyone knows you are number 3, and you see that jersey on sale and you don't get a thing, I would imagine you'd be pretty angry. Now look, let's admit that athletes that receive scholarships do get special benefits compared to a normal academic student. They don't have to pay for school, they get free meals, they get even help from tutors that would cost money for the average student. UGA is able to even pay Gurley's legal fees for this controversy. But what makes a kid do something that he knows is wrong for $400, which is the amount rumored to be what Gurley received? I think part of it is the anger at knowing how much others profit off of his success. Now, sure, Gurley should have been patient and know that he's going to cash in when he gets to the NFL, but it does bring up the age-old question of how these kids should be compensated. Here's the problem, though. Let's say all college football players are paid the same amount as a stipend. What is going to happen when a player comes to a program and becomes a star, like Gurley, and realizes he's paid the same amount as the backup kicker who is also on scholarship? And on the flip side, what if that backup kicker gets upset that he finds out the star running back is not getting the same amount he's receiving? Plus, even though football pays the other bills to the other sports, what's that volleyball player going to want compared to the football players? There's not an easy answer to this when it comes to compensating athletes, and that's what makes the entire issue difficult. Not many people disagree that college students should be paid, or at least athletes should be paid, at least some type of stipend, to not have them in the position where they would want to break a rule for $400. But what's the solution? And let's not feel completely sorry for these athletes. Again, they do get a free education, while most of us actually had to pay for it. Gurley served a 1-game suspension, and that should be enough. Evidently, there was a squirmy memorabilia dealer behind all of this. It was a setup. So even though Gurley was wrong, he was manipulated by someone evidently that hung around campus in Athens to seek out the running back. How awful is that? The whole thing is awful, and the biggest shame is Gurley's mistake is keeping us from seeing the best running back in the country and the best running back in Athens, since Herschel Walker. Hopefully, he'll be allowed to play so we can again watch this kid run.